Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and let's talk about DoorDash because they have done something this week. And you're going to start getting emails about it, and jump for joy when you do if you're still reactivated with them, because DoorDash has been going on a deactivating spree. They started a month and a half ago, and they've been going ever since. But they finally listened to one of the Dashers' biggest complaints. And like Uber's tip option and Lyft's prime time seeing on the acceptance button issue, it was so obvious. Of course it should have been the first thing that happened, but in all these cases it took way too long to do it. In at least one case it still hasn't happened at all. But DoorDash has now made the option on their app for 2 separate ratings for a delivery. So when a person goes to rate the Dasher, they will be asked, how was your Dasher experience and how was the restaurant experience? Now, this has been like a major problem for a long time, and so this is a very good thing that they did. Because, as you know, the rating system is not fair on any of the platforms. We talk about this on Uber and Lyft all the time, and I think I get it the worst on Lyft sometimes, is if there's traffic or something, people don't get to their appointment on time because of it. They give a low rate because of the traffic, and they're not doing that reflecting the traffic, they're doing it reflecting on the driver, and they don't always know that. Or sometimes they pay like a high surge amount and they're pissed that they pay that much money. Guess what? They take it out on, they rate poorly because they had to spend $100 on a trip. That affects the driver, but it does not affect the circumstances. Same, and DoorDash was the worst because it's very easy for a restaurant to mess up the food or get an order wrong, or forget to include an item, and these customers, they take their like quarter pounder with cheese that they order. They take a bite and there's onions on it, and they ask for no onions. That pisses them off, so they rate poorly. Well, that's not rating the restaurant. That's rating the Dasher. And the thing with all these ratings is that people are rating on circumstantial things that have nothing to do with the driver, and yet the driver needs to maintain a near perfect 4.6 rating in almost all the cases, or else they get fired. And that's not right. I keep saying it should be 4. Once you drop below 4.0, then you can start talking about deactivation. My opinion. I mean, I don't know what company's going to actually do it. Maybe Uber and Lyft will be forced to do it when their background check things have to go nationwide. They have to deactivate thousands upon thousands of drivers. I don't know. But you know, that's actually not the point. I'm getting off topic there. The point is now DoorDash customers will be able to rate separately. So if the food was bad, they'd say, well, was not happy with the restaurant experience. And then they see, how would you rate your Dasher? Oh, Dasher was fine. 5 stars. Came right to the door. No problem whatsoever. That is going to be huge in Dashers maintaining their 4.6 rating. Although in some places, you can go as low as 4.2, which is a lot better. In my area, it's 4.4, and I still got deactivated at a 4.8. Tony, when are you going to return my phone calls? But anyway, so this is a good thing. This is a good thing, and you know, like I said, I'm happy to report when DoorDash does something good. But since they are on my S-word list, sorry folks, family channel, I have to be honest, I now have a follow-up question. What about the people who were deactivated for poor ratings in the past? Are you going to give them another chance now? Because there were a lot of people who got deactivated because of performance issues under a system that DoorDash has now, in a way, publicly acknowledged was not fair, because if there was something wrong with the food, and that was a lot of the time, the Dashers got crucified for it. And a lot of Dashers lost their jobs, not because they were doing anything wrong. I mean, this is really not a hard job to do. Yeah, apartments are a little annoying, but for the most part, you drive to a house, you get out the car, you knock on the door, you hand them the food. If there's a sign that says, please text instead of ring doorbell because I have a newborn baby, you text. It's not exactly rocket science. You make way more money than you should doing it. Well, I won't say should, but you do make more money than you would think doing it. But still, they were getting deactivated because people were getting their food totally fine with the way the service was, but they get the food and there's something wrong with the order. And if there's something wrong with the order, it's almost always 1 star, even if it's just something minor. So they're not going to say, well, you know, we bought the hot dogs and they asked for chili cheese dogs and they forgot the cheese. I guess it's not a big deal, so I'll just take away 2 stars for not including cheese. No, they're going to take away 4 stars for not including the cheese. What happens to those Dashers? Is there going to be an option where former Dashers can come up and say, hey, we got deactivated unfairly because we were deactivated for this issue, and now you have acknowledged that was a problem, you have fixed the issue, do we get a second chance? Will they, DoorDash? Well, anyway, I would love to know. I'd like your thoughts on the issue, so comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, blame responsibly. Have a good one.